Everyone. My eye is healing. Thank you to everybody who's sent messages and called me and told me about their situations. A lot of stuff has happened in the last few days as far as the energy shift from that's gonna happen in the upcoming days. So I wanted to share with you an in-depth card reading. I did 2 card readings this morning, and normally I don't do the 10 card spread or whatever, the normal one. I do that when I read your cards when you come see me personally. But anyways, I wanted to share with the first one. So this morning I just shuffled them and I said, I asked the card for a message from the cards today and tomorrow. And the first 4 cards, I posted them in the group chat. So I'm going to explain the 4 cards. The Water Fairy, the Lady of the Lake, the Mystery, and the Goblin. So the overall feeling I got for that was basically we're going to be, overall, a huge shift is coming. The wounded human ego is about to be transformed from the mystery. Absolute truth and many feelings and emotions are about to undergo a very dynamic shift. And I'm like, I'm so excited. Then I was sitting here and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do a full spread. I want to know, like, I don't normally ask the guides, my guides, to provide me with this much in depth for the world because sometimes the timelines are all. I said I'd like a message for the world and what we're going to see in the upcoming next couple of days. So that was the message. So I'm going to explain the cards and the positions that they were in. The first card that came down, oops, come on now, was the Hawk, which is about omens and messages. It was blocked by the Fire Fairy, which is about creative action and optimism. And the root of the cards at the bottom was the Owl. Then moving through forgiveness, and at the top was the Wind Fairy, which is all about our thoughts, our creative intellect. Okay. Then in the next card was the Burden. And in our own power was communication. Everybody else's power was creative projects. It was the Spider. In our hopes and fears was the Raven. And that's about coincidence, magic, synchronistic events. Okay. And the outcome was movement. I was like, wow. The 4 cards that fell out in that reading were Joy, the Lady of the Lake again, Mystery again, and the High Priestess. So it's all about discernment of the mystery and self-respect and reflection. And the outcome of that was joy. So for me, the overall entire reading, and this is what I put into the Galactic Swans, I said, like, holy fuck, if things don't go off this week, I would be surprised. The blockage is people's optimism. Overall, the messages to be received is creative action. Root is the deception, and how to move through it is forgiveness, thoughts, and changing the way we think. It will be an initial burden to communication as it sits within each of us. The outcome is movement. Our hopes and fears is like using that Raven power, and everyone else's power is the one above the communication card. So it was the Spider. So the 4 cards on the side came out in shuffling. So the Spider for me says it's all about writing your own stories, the alphabet, creative projects while we're not communicating like we normally do. Now what this means is if something, this also tells me that everyone needs to write their stories of love through the messages we are about to receive in truth. Okay? And I think what is gonna one of the keys to our success with getting over our wounded human ego is, like we've been discussing, is keeping that gratitude journal. When we don't have our friends to rely on for that support, during the event or times of communication breakdown. And it has been going on in Australia already. There's like cyber attacks going on, and that's why my screen keeps going green, because this is about things getting set free, like our old paradigms. And that's again what the card reading had said. We're letting go of the old burdens of the way we communicate and the way we look to each other. So we need to do that through forgiveness. And one of the most powerful tools that was sitting at the top was how we use our thoughts and the wind fairy. So if we're using our thoughts and actions and then communicating it through written work of gratitude journals while there's no connections, we'll be able to vibrate higher just in that alone. And why I'm saying please write stuff down. Don't be lazy. I know I can get lazy myself. I don't do my gratitude journal every day, but I say things of gratitude every day. We need to write it down like we're sending each other a postcard. I love you. I miss you. I sit in unconditional love of all my brothers and sisters around the globe while we're going through this transition. So I really think it's important to do that, to move through our wounded ego about feeling the need to have the likes and comments on our pictures. We've all been programmed to have that. That's an addiction for a lot of people, myself included. I try and respond to everything I can. Sometimes it gets so overwhelming. So this is about recalibrating ourselves on what's important. And I'm not saying your comments and all of that aren't important. It's going to be more important to rely on how we self-soothe and change the way we think. So in writing and calling that to action, it puts the action to pen and paper. So, and it will change the way we think if we keep writing it down, like I am love, I am light, I am grateful, and then list all the things that we're grateful of. And I plan to write my friends a little letter every day, like even if it's just something I would text them on a piece of paper. And then when the thing's done, I can give all the spices their little notes. I want to keep a little notebook. Like I'm going to go buy some loose leaf paper today and keep so I can write each of my friends a letter during the day and saying, I miss the way you told that story that day and made me laugh so hard I just about peed my pants, or whatever it is, because this will help us change it into love. So self-reliance and gratitude journaling is super duper important right now. And it is about reprogramming ourselves, because when we say things like, I can't, I don't, I dislike, I hate, those are such low vibrational words. They sit in a fear base of lack. And that's what we're coming through, is breaking through a worldwide shell of not being good enough. Okay? The pyramid in the pool, the pyramid is finally collapsing, where we're absorbing we are love in that pool. So if we keep doing that through forgiveness, through journaling, through loving, and changing the way we think collectively, it will completely make a difference. That's literally what the card reading said. We're going to come out on the other side just magnificently, a completely different, and sit in joy. So we must do that intuitively. So get on her, pitter patter, let's get at her. I wanted to show you. He's like looking at me right now. He's behind the kraken. He's like lurking like he's in the swamp, gonna clear it. That's how I put the picture today. So I could have it in the view. So I'm waiting for my kid to bring my laptop. I need that today. Please let my son come with my laptop today and fix so I can download all my videos from YouTube. Please, Lord, please. That's my prayer for today. So, yes, I'm just going to read some of your comments. Oh, thank you for calling me out lazy. Oh, yeah, I'm a lazy person, too. Oh, you're welcome. You're fucking welcome. Just like my socks say. Said something that everybody's going to be waiting to hear is going to happen on the 28th. Oh, yeah, so I'm seeing a whole bunch of things come out in the news. Everybody see... Oh, I'm going to play this because I can. Because I can. I played the... I put this in the group chat yesterday. Oh, here, I'll just see if I can find it on my Telegram things. If I was on Facebook, I probably would have been banned for this, for sure. But I just wanted all of you to see it because it's so awesome. I laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. Okay, so where did you go, video? Where did you go, video? Okay. Dun, dun. Who that be with his big boobies? Oh, look at those jugs. Ew. Ew. That's how you know the clone has been arrested. They don't show you stuff like that. That guy standing behind him is his handler. I guarantee you that was a total show for us. Yay! If you haven't seen that video, you're welcome. Ugh. I had nightmares. Ugh. I wonder, I sent a picture, a screenshot of that to my youngest son, and I said, I wonder if he's going to start dating dudes now. Like he wasn't married to one before. Melvin. Oh, this is good. I am enjoying some of this. I'm not going to lie. Some of these stories that are coming out are fabulous. So, thank you guys for everything and who you are. I might make a video later if I get my laptop and I have a bigger camera so that I was thinking about trying to squeeze in one last painting video or something. I'll see how I'm feeling this afternoon. So I've been trying to really rest up and manage my energies a lot. And I suggest you guys all do the same. Get lots of vitamin D, go for walks, ground yourself in nature. Get your journals out. Don't be lazy. So I think when we need to go totally old school while we're in this period of not being able to do, which I'm glad, you know, that changes our frequency right away of not having that connection and those things cut off of your aura. So it's going to be awesome. So I'm really excited. Kat and Cash's baby is due. Amelia's going to have a grandbaby. Congratulations any day soon. And so lots of Corona babies are coming. I'm excited. I'm excited for all my friends and their successes in their lives. I'm super, super grateful. So everybody stay in your highest of light and love and vibes and sit as happy as you can, as long as you can. And if you have a negative thought, reprogram yourself. Reprogram yourself. It's up to us. It's really up to us to let go of our wounded ego and stop being so lazy and doing our self-care. Let's all be selfish, all right? And while we're being selfish, that's unconditional love to ourselves and unconditional love to the entire world in forgiveness. Let's all choose love. Love, love, love. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.